one of the big key things that I think for us that really supports the way that we operate day to day, and we always need more of, is volunteer support as well. We rely on our volunteer force, and we've got some excellent volunteers, really great guys and girls that come in, and they're always there to support the young people, and they're really passionate about it, and they're giving up their own time as well. So I think, for organisations like ourselves, having that manpower to kind of really make a huge impact on young people's lives is amazing.
Get Radio Breakfast with Rich Smith.
It's been a fantastic week already. Small Charities Week. We've highlighted so many brilliant charities, and that continues this morning. Really pleased to welcome my next guest, Alex McSweeney, the Youth Work Delivery Manager from Didcot TRAIN. Good morning, Alex.
Good morning.
Thanks so much for joining us. Please just jump straight in. Tell us a little bit about Didcot TRAIN and the wonderful work that you do.
Yeah, thank you very much for having us on. So Didcot TRAIN has been running for about 21 years. We've been supporting the local community from day one, where the local churches came together to employ a full-time youth worker, and our work at the time very much started doing things like detached and outreach youth work, so very much getting out into community and engaging with those young people that were very much at a loose end and not necessarily always engaging with the most positive of activities, and causing potentially antisocial behaviour and so on. Since then, we've grown and grown. We now have a permanent base ourselves, which we call The Base, for young people, where we offer evening sessions Monday to Friday. So we have our things like our LGBTQ plus group called Shout on a Monday. We have a couple of evenings a week where we have youth club, along with other focus sessions that we call dinner and debates, which very much is what it says on the tin, and young people can come in, debate about things that are important to them at the moment, and learn and understand about their local community and the kind of things wider. But obviously the dinner part of it comes from luckily our link and partnership with Greggs, where the young people can access free Greggs at the end of the day. So a hot sausage roll always does help with that. But it's not just those types of evening sessions. We also support the young people within schools. So we offer group and one-to-one mentoring whilst continuing our detached and outreach work. So we're a very, very busy organisation for a small organisation. So, yeah.
No, it sounds absolutely phenomenal. All the fantastic work that you're doing, and just having those options for kids. And speaking to lots of charities this week, having those options for kids, having help, having options, keeping them occupied and busy and on the straight and the narrow, but also offering them a voice. Because young people have an amazing voice, amazing opinions, and offering all of that. That's incredible.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it's great to be able to offer all these different things to young people, because at the end of the day, it's not one size fits all, and that's what a lot of young people experience in school as well. So it's very important to kind of give them those opportunities, not only to learn the academic side of things, but learn those key skills that they need for life going forward. And as you say about giving young people a voice, one of the things we've branched out into recently is really empowering the young people to voice their opinions and how we as an organisation run our sessions and the kind of future plans and so on. We have our base council as well, so we've got young people that are participating in that, which kind of mirrors what some of our trustee board does as well. So there is kind of that work experience. So it is slightly in the background. We young people probably don't realise that's what's going on at the same time, but it's all very much geared at giving those young people those skills that they need for moving forward.
It's such a brilliant initiative. And I know there are bits and bobs sort of around the county in different sort of areas, and obviously focusing on Didcot, it's fantastic. It does just feel like this should be just commonplace. It just feels like that every sort of little community and every little hub should have this, because it just seems so obvious.
Yeah, definitely. I think I've been working in youth work for the last probably about 16 years now, and I've worked in different capacities throughout that time, and you see so many changes when it comes to things like funding and so on. But like you say, it's very much there is a massive need for it, And even though we work within Didcot, we support so many young people as well. I think in the last financial year, we saw just over 800 young people throughout the year, and that for a small town like Didcot's amazing. And that's just the culmination of all the work that we do.
It's absolutely brilliant, and I've asked every charity that we've spoken to on here, and I've been sort of a little bit to the point with it rather than sort of flaking and being around it. But what is it that you need? I mean, it's great to sort of have a little bit of a showcase here and get in front of maybe a few more ears and what have you. But what is it that you need, Alex?
For organisations like yourself, obviously, the kind of funding has become competitive more so since the pandemic. So obviously, without those funds, you can't always do as much as you would like to. And if the funds were always readily available, you'd be able to do so much. However, one of the big key things that I think for us that really supports the way that we operate day to day, and we always need more of, is volunteer support as well. We rely on our volunteer force, and we've got some excellent volunteers, really great guys and girls that come in, and they're always there to support the young people, and they're really passionate about it, and they're giving up their own time as well. So I think, for organisations like ourselves, having that manpower to kind of really make a huge impact on young people's lives is amazing. And through simple conversations with young people, there's all sorts of things you can do. And one of the things we've introduced recently is a podcast, and that's come from a conversation between a youth worker, a volunteer, and a young person. And it's gone, and we've been able to move and use those people's skills that you might not necessarily always have in the team. So that's why it's always important to have a big network of volunteers that can support you in lots of different ways.
Brilliant. To have the chance to be doing a podcast when you're a kid at that age, amazing. Alex, where can we find out more about Didcot TRAIN and people sort of listening to this and kind of going, actually, I'm thinking about this and what have you? Where can people go?
Yeah, so we have our website, which is www.didcottrain.org.uk, and on there you can see a lot of our provisions that we do. And we also have a page at the moment called 23 for 23, which is part of our fundraising campaign. So we're trying to reach out to local community through that to engage people to support from doing fun runs to bake sales and so on. So we've got lots of activities going on through there, and also just to watch what our general day-to-day stuff. Myself and the rest of the youth work team here have social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, and we're on Twitter and even on TikTok nowadays, which TikTok's about beyond me. I've appeared in a couple of videos, I think, just without realising. But everything's under the tag of @Didcot TRAIN. So you can find us all over the place.
Brilliant. Loads of people running to TikTok now to go and find Alex's face looking confused on TikTok right about now.
Yeah, generally, yeah.
Brilliant stuff. Alex Smith-Sweeney, Youth Work Delivery Manager from Didcot TRAIN. It's been a joy and a pleasure chatting to you this morning.
Thank you. No, thank you very much.
It's been brilliant stuff. Yeah, make sure you head there. I've been so enjoying this week, finding out more about brilliant charities, and we'll continue to do so tomorrow as well. So make sure you tune in to Get Radio for more on this Small Charities Week.